Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. I'm here with another war video. So this is going to be Season 18, War number 8. We are up against Utopia or ... And we are in Tier 1 again. So going into this war, we are 5-2, and I have 4 deaths on the season, so looking to not die. We have that Invisible Woman as well, which I didn't end up taking, I don't think. And then we have, of course, a Mojo boss, but I think this was the first time this season that I was not assigned to either take the fight or be backup, so I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, we're taking in a little bit of a different team today, so this is one of the first times this season that Human Torch is going to get any action, and then we have Guillotine and Magic coming in as well. So let's join up. Section 1, we're going for Path 3, so Psychic Thorns, and then Section 2, we're going to be going for Path 4 with the Redoubled Determination. Is that what it's called? The one where they get more power based on the number of debuffs they have. But yeah, first up on this node is a Mordo, and of course you can Quake Mordo very easily. Very bad placement in my opinion. I think that anyone who can counter this node can very easily take Mordo as well. So kind of confused on why they put him here, because they could put him on Section 1, Path 1 with Starburst, and he just takes a little longer to take down. So although there's no possible way you could die to that, maybe you could lose a little health there and have to use a little more potions. But he does end up getting to a Special 1 because I'm not able to prevent the power gain, so he does throw it off, but luckily his Special 1's very weak, and he ends up dropping in just over 35 seconds. So now that that one's down, of course we took 1 hit from the Special 1. Luckily it didn't stun because we were holding heavy for the concussion. But now we are up against this Ghost, and last war I ended up taking Ghost on the next node with Limber. So basically this is just exactly a slightly easier version of that fight. So this time we're going to be taking this fight with Human Torch. We're not going to be using the pre-fight because there is actually another fight later this war where I'm the only one going on the left side that has Torch and able to take it. So that's going to be good. So all we have to really do is just control the power floods. So here she just wasn't willing to hit into me. So we're going to go for these fast 1, 2, or 3 hit combos. I think it's very rare in these fights that I do a longer combo, just because you want to get as many incinerates as possible. So yeah, there we go for a 2-hit combo. She does luckily throw that L2. If she hadn't, I would have just parried her and removed her power gain. But we are critting like an insane amount this fight, which is very unfortunate. There I just want to get the 1 debuff on her. And now trying to bait L2, but this is a very easy fight. I could do this fight with probably a 4-star Human Torch, but since I am running suicides, there's no reason to increase the duration on my incinerates because it's going to be reduced anyways. But now that my bleed's gone, technically I could parry and go for a heavy, but it's just not really worth it at the time. So 25% left, and we are chilling here. We don't crit on either of those 2 hits because we don't have dexterity. And here I think we just go in for a full combo after this to kill her. 4%, I guess we bait another L2, and then she's going to drop right here. So we did get down to 66% despite the fact that we took 0 hits. But that's... Oh, we took 2 hits? I honestly don't remember those. Okay, never mind. So now we're into Section 2. I did actually get this clip today, this video, to edit together. So we are taking Path 4 Redoubled Determination, and on the first node is a Red Skull, so this was obviously a diversity placement. Red Skull can be annoying on the first node of Path 6, but Guillotine or Quake can take him very easily on that node. And what we're using this fight for is to build up more Guillotine, of course, because I am not running backup on the boss, but Guillotine is actually going to get a mini boss to take today as well. So yeah, very easy fight. We do a lot of heavies in this fight, but that's just because I don't want to give him a lot of power, and we're parrying anyways. So if he's rushing at me, I'd rather just parry. But yeah, there's not really any way to remove the arm reps with guillotine because you can't crit to make them go away. I think that's only in path 6. But yeah, you can't do that. So he's up to 10, and he's actually resisting a fair bit of damage right now. But this is one of the safest fights in the world. I could probably, like, I'm not exaggerating, I could literally probably take 30 hits in this fight and I wouldn't die. I mean, of course, there's no reason to because you lose health. But I could probably take upwards of 30 hits. As you see, like, he only has 25% higher PI than me. And I'm taking 60 hits to kill him. So I could take like 40 hits from him and still be within, like, I still be at 10 to 15% health. But that's not the point. The point is that we get our special 3 off in this fight and we get our charge. We're at 99%, so very clean fight. Now let's go into the second node on this path, and they actually placed an Electro here. So the main reason to place an Electro here is probably to counter Nick Fury or something like that, or I don't really know who this would be sent to counter, honestly, because so many people have Quake that this is kind of a pointless placement. But I guess that's alright. So now, yes, we do get that a very easy fight because it is Electro, and if you don't know his stats, he has incredibly high attack rating, but he has very, very low health pool, much like champs such as Invisible Woman. So yeah, it's a very, very fast matchup with Quake. So 2 cycles and he's already down to 20%. Could have landed a heavy there, might have gotten him down to like 10%, probably a 10k crit. But we'd rather just Quake another cycle and he goes down very well. So I believe that's the last fight I take with Quake. I could be wrong. I remember this is a very fast one. Yes, that is the last fight. You can actually take Vision on that node with Quake, but we had a Medusa, so there's not really any reason to. Medusa's just a little faster. So now we're going to be taking this debuff immune Claire, and on this node there's also Dismay and a 10% chance to stun on every hit, and with how long it is, they probably have enough hits to likely get another opening after that. So we are going to be boosting here. I was considering using the 6-hour boost in case I was needed for like second, like taking down the boss after attack bonus was lost, if that ended up being the case. But shout out to Run, who actually walked in here and soloed the... No, wait, he solos next war. Okay, so we actually did take down this boss with 1 death this war. I can't remember for sure. We do throw on an invulnerability boost in this fight, and you are going to have to use the pre-fight because she is immune to debuffs, so you want to put passive debuffs on the opponent. But here, whenever you block, you gain a quick 5 charges, so really I'm just baiting a lot, blocking a lot. The bleeds, despite the fact that they're not very potent, are actually going to take away a lot of my health in this fight. So you'll see I'm draining pretty fast, almost as fast as she is. The only really thing that's keeping me ahead of her is the incinerates. But there I actually do get clipped by a heavy attack, but I'm not super worried about it because I know she's already really low, so I know if I go in for a combo straight into an L2 that it is definitely going to kill. So yeah, we're very safe there. Despite the fact that I only took 1 hit, we are all the way down to 30% in that fight. But that's alright because we didn't die. So Run actually went forward and he took this Iron Man Infinity War. He did post a video of it. It was very impressive of taking him on that node with Void. So yeah, great job. But now we're taking this Mr. Sinister on Stun Immune, Unblockable Special 1, 40% physical resistance. Is it 40 or 60? I can't remember. It's one of the two. But anyways, Guillotine is by far the best option for this fight. The fact that she doesn't crit, combined with all the passive damage you get from the degenerations, also, like, everything just works out for this fight. His SP1's also incredibly easy to evade, so it's very fast. There is a better way to do this fight, and I actually brought up this idea to my Battleground leader, and he agreed that despite the fact that it would work, he thinks it would be smarter for me to make this fight a longer fight and slightly safer. So my idea was, if you guys don't know the way that Mr. Sinister works, whenever he gets crit, he gains back a certain percentage of it. And whenever Guillotine throws an L2, she has a heal reversal on the opponent. So if I were to activate my crit pre-fight and then use the special 2 to reverse the healing crit on every hit, I would be doing almost double the damage on my L2, which would probably legitimately be 3/4 of this guy's entire health. No, I'm not exaggerating. Probably that much damage. But what we end up doing is we end up not using that. The only reason that I opted not to do that is because of Flow and the fact that he is a controlled defender. Otherwise, I definitely would have done it. It just would have been so satisfying. So we did take home the win against Utopia. They were within 3 of us, but they had really bad diversity. So even if they had gotten 3 or 4 less deaths, we still would have won. So we did not get an MVP. We got only 6 attacker kills today, but that is completely all right. So yeah, with that win, we are now 6-2 heading into War 9, and I have died 4 times. So that is the 3rd war in a row where I have not died, so I'm definitely feeling a lot more confident about my playing at this point. And yeah, let's go into... that's going to be the end of this video. So as at this moment, we actually did crack Master. So I recorded this about 6 hours after the war ended to make sure that this was where we did rest. So after that war, we did rest in Masters rank 17. So that is actually the last spot in Masters, and we were like 40,000 points ahead of the team that was in Platinum 1 rank 1. But that's actually going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I am going to catch you guys in the next war video. So have a good day. Bye.